Can everybody see my screen? All right. Can everybody see it? I'd like to welcome all of my friends from Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. We're starting to broadcast this information across multiple social networks because, frankly, I want everybody to know what I'm sharing with all of you. So let me just pop over here. Now, again, can all of you see my screen? I'm checking. Okay. All right. Last night, we did a special broadcast and we touched on this subject, and I just want to kind of review it. For those of you that have ever wondered how some people rise to the top of their company in a few months, how did they do it? What do you have to do so you can do it too? And the answer is, can you do what they did? And the answer is yes, when you know a few things. 10 secrets that the network marketing top earners know, but you don't. And that's the reason that once a quarter now, I'm holding these 2-day top earner retreats. When you apply this information to your prospecting and recruiting activity, you will become a top earner much faster. 10 secrets. And I'm just going to share the first one. Every month, over 200 network marketing companies close, merge with other companies, fail to launch, or make unpopular changes that create a large pool of people that are earnestly looking to find and join another company. And the top earners and leaders found in this group are routinely called whales. Tomorrow, we're going to show all of you how to find them and how to enroll them into your business. Last night, we heard from a number of our students. I especially enjoyed hearing from the success of one of the participants in boot camp, Will Zanders. Great story, great success story. We're going to be talking about it tonight, and we'll probably be talking about it over the weekend because Will is joining us in the retreat. Tonight, we're going over the daily routine that you all need to be following if you expect to grow your business and move up the ranks in your company. Now, as a general theory, when you bring somebody into your business, if you're reaching out to 20 people a day, Monday through Friday, that's 100 people. And statistically, if you're talking to the right people, then you should be able to enroll at least 2 people a week. 2 a week. Now, the 2 people that you bring in, as soon as they come in, have them immediately begin to post the same kinds of things that you are doing. And these posts are going to be visible to the people that they are connected with on Facebook and LinkedIn. And as your new enrollee circle of friends respond to their posts, you should be available to help them answer and respond to the people that respond, qualify, and close them. Now, it doesn't stop there, because then as your new enrollees enroll people in the business, you want to encourage your new second level of enrollees to begin to post too. And you want to provide them with examples of things to post so not everyone is posting the same thing. And as your new second level of enrollees circle of friends respond to their posts, let them know that you're available to help them to stay involved and be helpful, because you want to help them talk to prospects. So now, almost immediately, you're going to be working with 6 people, not just the 2 that you brought into your business. And then help each of your new enrollees on the next level get their 2. And you've got the beginning of a great team. Then you repeat the process all over again by enrolling 2 more people. Now, while you are helping everyone enroll new people, it's also important that you be doing it too. Leaders lead by example. Staying involved with the people, not just on your next level, but diving deep 2 more levels, is one of the secrets that the top earners know. Now, it's entirely possible that out of all of these people, this person right here might be the only one that really builds and builds. It could be this person right down here that will push your whole team up to another level. So it's very, very important that you stay involved. All right, so Raymond, let me know who you want me to look at. We're going to look at conversations. Now, can you all hear me okay? Do I need to get closer to the mic? Let me just, can everybody hear me? Okay, good. Let me just take a quick peek. And see who's here. All right. Now, as you bring people into your business, you need to teach your new recruits on every level to duplicate the process within 72 hours. You must all be clear about certain things. What do they want to accomplish working with you? Now, I'm not just talking about the first 2 you bring in. You literally want to have this conversation as the leader go down. What is their goal? Why do they want to be in your business? When do they want to start? And then show them how you'll be available to help them accomplish their goals. This positions you in their eyes, their minds, as their leader. I'm kind of giving some clues as to the depth of what we're going to be talking about tomorrow in the retreat. Teach your new recruits to duplicate the process. Show them how to adjust their profile settings so more people can see their activity. Change their profile photo on Facebook. It can be that simple to get them engaged in talking to the people that they're connected with. Start posting on their profiles. In some case, you may have to post for them. Use the happy birthday and happy holiday strategies. And what better time all through the holidays to do this? Earl is back. A few years back, he was in a boot camp and he sent me this. Max, I initially connected with 14 people, sponsored 9. That turned into 35 in 2 weeks. In 90 days, I personally enrolled 27 people. That was 9 people a month. And those 9 people, those 27 people turned into a team of 430. This is the way it works. It's called duplication. Teach your new recruit to duplicate the process. And you are on your way to building a motivated team. And you take the first steps to becoming a leader. You know, network marketing has an expression. They call it ignorance on fire. You bring somebody into your business, they know nothing about it. they get a little nervous. What do I do? Get them posting, get them talking to their existing connections. Now, they may have a list, they may have their warm market list, but before they do those cold calls to people on that list, let them do this first. Let them get some sales, let them get some positive reinforcement to what they're doing. And you are on your way to becoming a leader and a top earner in your business. Now, over the weekend, we're going to share with you additional things that leaders need to know and have your new enrollees immediately. And then you do it again. So tomorrow in our 2-day retreat, we're starting tomorrow on Friday. We start, I believe, at 10 o'clock. And on Saturday, we start at 9, 2 days. And we're going to provide you with all the information that you need to have at your fingertips to do what the top earners do. And you're all on your way. So let me pop back over here. And we're going to zip over here. Now, we were ready to send out an email yesterday that the retreat is full and I was going to close it out. And I had so many people last night that sent me messages that said, hey, I can't get in. So I've opened it up. The gates are open and we're going to let as many people get in as possible. We have a lot of people that are participating in the retreat that are not going to attend. They've got plans for the weekend. They're going to come back and they're going to watch the videos. All right. So if any of you have conversations that you want me to look at, put them in the chat. Because this is the first part of the process. You have to be able to prospect and recruit and bring people into the business. James, unless you see their picture, they haven't looked at it. Unless you see their picture, they haven't seen it. They haven't looked at it. LinkedIn is in the process of making some changes. And so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to pop over here. And let's see what Randy has to say. So Randy invited me to an event. I'm going to log out of my account. And first, we're going to jump into Raymond's. Now, Raymond is in Borneo. And let's see, Raymond is just starting the process. And Raymond is now up to 436. Now, Raymond got off to a little bit of a slow start because he had a problem with LinkedIn, but he fixed it, took care of it. We're going to come over here to the message area. And so Raymond is talking to somebody named Rose. Now remember, you have unlimited access to people. There's no shortage of people that you can talk to. And Nick over here just responded. Let's do Nick first. So you're asking Nick, how is LinkedIn working for you? How long have you been on it? He says, 3 years, I guess. Everything was good. So who is Nick? For one thing, Nick has the open to work frame around his picture. Content moderator. So according to this, he's working. According to this, he's working. All right. So if you look at his profile, it says he's open to work. But he's got a job. So we're going to come over here. Now, look at what LinkedIn is doing. Okay. I'm glad to hear that. It's good to know. They're giving us responses. Let's click on that. We could even put a little smiling thing around here. Now, instead of what are you doing, working, you already have a job, working. Let's just check to make sure we spell it right. Concentrics. Why are you looking to change? You always, when you start conversations with people, the first thing that you want to know is what do they do? If they're already working, then we want to know why do they want to leave their job? So here is Rose. So she created her profile a few months ago. So let's look at her profile. This is the point in the process where you want to evaluate whether or not you even want to continue the conversation. So Rose is looking for new opportunity. The question is, what is she doing now? So according to this, she got a job that ended this month. Assistant teacher, part-time, just graduated from college. And she says, I just finished my bachelor's degree in human resource economics. So now I'm doing small business as a freelancer. Okay. Now, she's brand new to LinkedIn. So a great strategy for you to use would be okay. You're the guru. Now, what kind of work what kind of work you're looking for? Now, notice the little check mark here. LinkedIn is constantly evolving, constantly making changes. When they've read it, you're going to see their picture there. Right now, that check mark specifies or indicates that it was sent and it was received. When you see their picture, then you know that they looked at it. Currently, I'm working in the shipping industry. We'll give it a try as long as it's a better career. So he's looking for an opportunity. So he's been doing this for 2 years. But he's looking for an opportunity. So why does he want to leave his current job? And we use this. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. So you connected with this guy back in September. And now, the end of September, you reached out to him again. And he just responded to you on Wednesday. Okay, we'll give it a try as long as it's a better career. Now, remember what we say. The answers to your questions contain the seeds of your next question. As long as it's a better career. Now, think of the question first, okay? As long as it's a better career. What are you current, or what it's a better career, okay? What kind of work would be better? So what kind of work would be now, that's one way to say it. Another question would be, current work entail now, there are many things. There are many. Once we get the question in our mind, the next thing is to have a conversation. Okay. So maybe, what do you do or what does your job I'm working in the shipping industry. Use their words. What kind of work are you doing? So you play around with this. You want to be comfortable with it. So what kind of work are you doing in the shipping industry now? So there are many. Now we have a little conversation. Go back and look at his profile. Customer service. Customer service. Bank teller. So we did this for 4 years. Sales support. Okay. So we'll come back over here and we'll say, based on your working experience right now, there are many opportunities that and so now what's the question? We could say, well, what kind of work would a better career than what you're currently doing? What does your current work entail? What kind of work are you doing in the shipping industry now? Take your pick. And so we're going to go with the last one. And we send it over. Now notice you got the little check mark. Now they are expanding their services. They have doubled the number of people that are joining LinkedIn. So they have to expand their services. They have to expand their features. And I guess they put that there because they want to make sure that things are working out. People are getting what they're supposed to be getting. Let's look at one more. Now, Raymond is one of my coaching students. And a lot of times when you get into this, what happens is first, you have to be able to search effectively, and you have to be able to pick out the right people. And so based on what Raymond has had as a career, he's been a swimming coach, and based on the company that he's working with, a little trial and error in finding the professions, reaching out to the right people. Well, he's got that nailed. And he's been a little, let's say, aggressive. He's been so anxious to let people know what he does that, he's pushed a little too hard, a little too fast. So now what we're doing is we're slowing him down. He has a huge pool of people that he hasn't talked to. He's made great connections. And so now what we're doing is I'm going to step him through the process. Well, let me unmute him. So you can't see what Raymond wrote.
Hey, Mix.
Yeah, good evening. He wrote too aggressive. And that's mild. Basically, yeah, he was too quick to bring up the business. And now what we're doing, and James can relate to this, he's learning patience. See, the more you know about the other person, the easier it's going to be for you to decide, is this somebody that would be qualified to work with me? We just don't want to arbitrarily throw things out to people. And number one, the quality of the people that you're connecting with, 200% better. And so now he's going to begin to recognize the pattern. It's not about him rushing out and telling people, like, for example, Marilyn's looking for a job. And there are going to be a lot of people on LinkedIn that are going to send Marilyn a connection request, and they're going to go right out of the gate. I see that you're looking for work. I've got an opportunity that you are perfectly qualified to jump into. Now, this may or may not be for you, and if not, it's okay. But would you like to know more information? Or something like that, without making any attempt to get to know the other person. And when people get messages like that, and they go in and they go through the process with these people, and they come away with a negative experience because it's not for them, nobody took the time to explain it to them, then when you come behind them and do it, they shut you down before you ever get started. By taking a little time, I'm looking for an HR job. Look at their answer, and in their answer is your next question. So I'm looking for an HR job. Why? Why an HR job? Or any related field? And for now, I prefer to work in Sarawak. Where the hell is Sarawak? So one of the things that's going to happen.
This Borneo, this way I am now.
Yes. So one of the things that's going to happen is you're going to learn geography. All right. Okay. So product management training. And she wants to get into human resources. Why? What is it about human resources? Okay. So we come down here. So she's basically just entering the workforce. She just got out of college. Now, ideally, you'd like somebody that has a little sales experience, HR, human resources. You know, years ago, pre-network marketing, I had a large, very successful database publishing company, and I had over 250 employees. And once you get up to 100 in the United States, you need a human resources department. You need somebody to handle the paperwork. So people in human resources, for the most part, especially when they're just getting into it, they're into filing and paperwork and making sure, collecting records, okay, organizing things. Ideally, you're looking for somebody, when you move up in HR, then you get additional responsibilities. You're selling the company. You actually become part of a team that is responsible for bringing in new employees. So now you become a recruiter for your company. So the longer somebody's been doing HR, the more skills that they're going to have that would make them very successful in network marketing. So experienced HR people, recruiters, are also great prospects. Okay. Looking for product management training. Or in any related field. Okay. And this was on Wednesday. This was yesterday. Now, at some point in time, when you got a lot of these happening, you may not be able to get to all of them. So what you want to do is you want to pick the best ones. So for HR work, why? So for one thing, we could say, I prefer to work in Sarawak. First, there are many opportunities out there. Many of them So now the question is, what, what is it, why? Why are you interested in HR? Or in a related field, okay? Or if we look at the whole work HR experience, then there's in a related field. Yeah, well, if network marketing fits HR. Okay. So let's go with why. Or what. Now we could do the same thing. We could say exactly what we said to the other person. Why or what? Why is she interested in the job in HR? You have plenty of time to think about it. And let's see, it's 10:30 here in Florida. And so Raymond writes, I thought I thought I could be like people you shared your testimonials with. I enrolled 10 people this week. That's coming. That's coming. And some of the people that you're going to enroll are going to be your direct connections. And some of the people that you're going to enroll, help enroll, are the people, members of that part of your team. Now, Aaron writes, when a person makes a pitch to you right off the bat, could you cease the conversation based on the fact that they are trying to recruit you and you know it won't go anywhere? Well, yeah. Aaron, you've got options. So when someone pitches you right out of the gate, what you want to do is you want to take a look at who you're talking to. All right. So if they've been doing it a long time, you look at how long have they been involved in whatever it is you're trying to promote to you. If they've been doing it for a number of years, sure. But let's say they've only been doing it for a couple of months, or they've been doing it for 6 months. And you look at the rest of their resume and you see maybe they're doing 2 or 3 similar things. At that point in time, we have a strategy we call recruiting the recruiter. So if you see potential, and only if you see potential, what you could do is you could write back to those people and you could say, thanks for sharing this. Really appreciate it. How long have you been doing this? Or what did you do before you started doing this? Now you could really kick over the apple cart and write back to them and say, you know, you're the 5th person that sent me the same message. How long have you been doing this? What have you been doing before? Because remember, typically the people that send you those kind of messages are working for a company. They're working for somebody versus they've got their own business and they're trying to promote their own business. But even if they're trying to promote their own business, if they've been doing it a short period of time, you know that doesn't work. So then what else are you doing in addition to this to earn a living? And based on the answer you get there, you may want to continue, or you may say, hey, just stop. You're under no obligation to continue a conversation with anybody. And if you decide that this person is a waste of time, then just stop. You don't have to say goodbye. You don't have to respond in any way. Just stop. Hey, you're busy. You know, you're dealing with this, you're dealing with that. There's no obligation to respond to somebody. And the truth is that as long as you're connected to them, the people that they're connected to are part of your network. Anybody that you're connected to, their connections are on your second level. So what it does is it's going to expand your search results. You don't have to delete people that are trying to sell you things. As a matter of fact, what's kind of interesting is when somebody is trying to sell you something, their connections, a good number of them are people that they're also trying to sell things to, and they could very well be candidates for your business. So, folks, have fun with this. Okay? Have fun with this. There is no other way when you stop and consider how many people you are directly connected to. How many people that you could be talking to on a daily basis. You pick, you choose who you want to continue to talk to. You get to search, and the people that you reach out to are going to be a richer group of people than you would have access to anyplace else. You know the people that are selling things. You know what a person's agenda is simply by looking at their profile. And once you ask a few questions, you're going to know whether the person is really going to be a candidate for your business. The more people you talk to, the better you're going to get. You're building a pool of people. Some of them you're going to get to right away. And I just want to say that in November and December, best 2 months of the year to be in network marketing. Best 2 months. I encourage those of you that haven't registered for the retreat yet, it's tomorrow. There will be no Ask Max sessions on Friday and Saturday. We're going to be hooked up in the retreat. We've just opened up our December boot camp for registration, and we're going to be doing something special because there's unique circumstances in December and January. We're basically registering people for both the December boot camp and the January boot camp. We bundled it together. So when you think about it, when you're registering for the December boot camp, first, you have access to all of the recordings from the November boot camp. We're going to show you how you can dramatically increase the number of people you have in your business before the end of the year. Some of you are going to experience tremendous rank advancement. And for those of you that were on the training last night, we heard from Will, who was just sharing all kinds of success stories that his people were having. We're all in the same boat. And every once in a while, you're going to run into somebody that's got a negative attitude about network marketing. And if that happens, just remember this, that you've got better information than they do. A person's negative feeling about network marketing is based on their experience. You have better information than they do. You're not in the convincing business, we're in the sorting business. You can very quickly determine whether this is somebody that you really want to talk to or not. And if you determine that they're not someone you want to talk to, you don't have to delete them because they have connections. Move on, talk to other people. It's all about them. And if you end up determining that they're not a prospect, that they're not a connection, then, like I said, talk to somebody else, because as my t-shirt says, you can't fix stupid. Okay? You can't fix it. Move on. Talk to somebody else. Until next time, best of luck with building your business. God